So AliExpress has become one of the go-to platforms for online sellers, and for good reason, okay? It's an enormous global marketplace filled with low-cost products, endless variety, and suppliers ready to ship anywhere in the world. For dropshippers, this combination creates a perfect environment to build a profitable eBay dropshipping business if you know how to use it the right way. That is why in today's video, I'm breaking down the full blueprint for running a smooth, scalable AliExpress to eBay dropshipping operation. No guesswork, no confusion, just a clear, step-by-step system that you can follow from start to finish, and that's it. And by the time that we're done, you will understand how to spot winning items, handle your orders efficiently, set up process that just keep the sales coming, day after day. And here's what we're gonna actually cover in this guide: the benefits of AliExpress dropshipping, what we should be aware of when working with AliExpress, how to open an AliExpress buyer account, how to vet AliExpress sellers, how to identify a good niche or good niches, and products and sellers, listing optimization, also eBay policies tailored to work with AliExpress, fulfilling orders, manage returns, and how to use promoted listings to boost your sales. I am serious, this video is designed to be your complete roadmap, all right? It contains everything, everything that you need to start to operate and grow a successful AliExpress dropshipping business on eBay. So get comfortable, stick around, because once you finish this guide, you will be fully equipped to turn this strategy into a consistent income stream. All right, so let's just jump right into it right now. Okay, so if you are still unsure about whether AliExpress is a good supplier for your eBay dropshipping business, let me just highlight a few reasons why it's actually one of the strongest options that you can work with. First, it's very affordable. The pricing is great. AliExpress connects you directly with manufacturers and regional wholesalers in China, which means that the products are much closer to the original source. And this keeps prices low and gives you far more room for profit compared to platforms like Amazon, where additional middlemen and higher marketplace fees often increase the cost, okay? Another great thing that we have to talk about is worldwide shipping, because most items on AliExpress can be shipped to almost any country, okay? And this makes it easier for you to reach a bigger audience and tap into more sales instead of being limited to buyers in your own region, okay? And another thing is the stronger profit margins, because the product cost is significantly low. Many sellers are able to make margins of around 30% or even more depending on the item. And it's one of the main reasons AliExpress works so well for dropshippers. And another great point is that it is built for dropshipping. AliExpress is extremely beginner and dropshipper friendly. You get access to a huge range of products, flexible payment options, reliable tracking for most orders, and smooth ordering processing. All of this just makes it a very convenient and efficient platform for running your eBay store, okay? Another thing that it's important is that what should we be aware of when we're working with AliExpress. AliExpress is an awesome platform to work with, but just like any supplier, there are a couple of things that you should know before you jump in. And being aware of these will make your dropshipping journey way smoother. First point is shipping takes a bit longer, okay? Most products ship from China, so delivery usually falls between 1 and 4 weeks depending on where the buyer lives. Now, that might sound scary at first, but here's the good news, okay? A lot of international buyers outside of the US are totally used to longer delivery times, okay? Especially when they're getting a great price for their product, right? Plus, most solid AliExpress sellers provide tracking numbers that work perfectly on eBay. So your customers can follow their package from start to finish without stressing, without any problems, okay? And based on my experience, most orders going to the US, they arrive in about 1 to 2 weeks, which is a lot faster than people expect, okay? Now, the second point is that how quality depends on the seller, okay? So AliExpress has a mix of great suppliers and not so great ones. Some offer amazing products and fast responses, while others you just want to avoid. And the trick is to always check the rating, their reviews, and sales history before listing anything in your store. This simple step just saves you from a lot of unnecessary problems. And once you understand these two things, managing customer expectations becomes just much easier, and your entire workflow just feels much smoother. And if you are thinking, yeah, okay, but how do I actually check if a supplier is good? Stay with me, because that's a good question. A bit later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to validate every supplier that you want to work with, all right? So that you can use AliExpress safely and confidently. And before you start putting products or sending out orders from AliExpress, you need to set up your buyer account, okay? And the good news is that it only takes a minute, and here's how you can do it. Let's do this together. So you head over to aliexpress.com, okay, like this, and then you hit here this part, register, okay, in the top right corner, okay? It's super simple. And then the second step is just to create your account, where you have to enter your email and choose your password. And once you do that, you submit that, AliExpress will send you a confirmation code, all right? And then you just pop that code in and to verify your account, and then you're good to go. If you want an even faster setup, you can just sign up using like Google or Facebook with one click, okay? And then the third point would be to add your payment method, okay? To make checkout easier later on, you just go to your profile icon in the top right corner, and then you click payment, okay? And then you select add new card, and then you add your debit or credit card details right there, okay? And AliExpress might do a tiny temporary charge of like $1 or €1 to confirm that the card actually works, but then it gets refunded in a few days. And then once that is done, your account is fully set up, and then you can start browsing products and placing orders without any issues at all. Okay, I hope that you're enjoying the video so far. There's a lot of content coming up, and I just hope that you were able to set up your AliExpress buyer account along with me. I know that we're covering a lot, but every step is important if you want to get the most out of AliExpress for your eBay dropshipping business, okay? If you haven't already, just take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to me, all right? A lot of work done to bring this video to you. All right, before you start listing AliExpress products on your eBay store, it is super important to make sure that you're working with sellers that you can actually trust. And AliExpress has thousands of suppliers, and while many of them are great, some of them are not the best to work with, okay? So taking a minute, like literally a minute, to check them properly can save you like a lot of headache later on. So let me just break down how we can do this in a simple way, all right? So first, let's pull this product as an example right here, all right? So number one is just to take a look at the seller's policy. It's like right next to the buy now button, you will see all the key information about the seller's terms. And this is one of the first things that you should pay attention to. And then you have the shipping costs. Now, some sellers give you free shipping, while others add small fee, okay? In this example, the seller is using the AliExpress Choice program. That means that in most cases, high quality products are backed by AliExpress. And when it comes to shipping and AliExpress Choice products, anything over $10 ships for free, and anything under $10 has a small $1.99 shipping fee. So in this case, since the item right here is with ongoing discount, I can source it for 99 cents plus $1.99 shipping, which makes a total price of $2.98. Super simple. All right. Now, just a quick note here is that when you see the AliExpress Choice Program symbol, it means that the seller consistently meets AliExpress quality standards. Okay, so it is a really good, a strong sign that the supplier is dependable and takes their business seriously, and you can trust them. Return policy. So every seller sets their own rules. Some only accept returns within 15 days after delivery, while others allow much more time. Knowing this upfront helps you set the right expectations for your buyer. So in this case, this seller right here offers a 90-day return window, which honestly, this is amazing. Like you can see here, this is a really good. The next point would be to check the sales and the product ratings. Okay, so yes. Next, you want to look at how well the product is performing. Sales numbers and ratings, they tell you a lot about whether an item is worth listing or not. Okay, a product that has steady sales and a rating of 4 stars or higher is usually a good sign. It means that customers are happy with what they received, and also you are less likely to deal with refunds or complaints and all that stuff. So in this example, the item has a 4.8 star rating and over 3,000 sales. So it is a clear sign that the product is performing really well and is a solid choice to work with. Then we have to check the seller's reputation. Now, this is the time to take a look at how reliable the seller is. And to do this, you just go here, just hover over the store's name on the right side of the page, and then you will see here the key ratings, okay? And the main things to look at are item as described, so 4.6, communication 4.6, shipping speed 4.6, and also how long is the store active. And in this case, it's since 2021. So every seller that is selling at least for 3 years, is already good enough to make a data based decision. When these numbers are high, it usually means that the supplier is dependable and easy to work with. So I picked this seller on purpose because overall the ratings are solid, but you can see that the shipping speed and the communication rating is slightly below average. Now, this is not necessarily a deal breaker. A 4.6 is still good, and many sellers with similar ratings work just fine. However, if you feel unsure, you can always skip the supplier and choose another one offering the same product. Sometimes it is worth working with them for the higher profit margin, and other times you might decide to play it safe, and it's perfectly fine. It depends on the situation and your comfort level. If you ask me, I would definitely use the supplier, okay? Now, if a seller has a weak ratings or confusing policies, it is better just to move on and find someone else selling the same product or similar product. Seriously, do not skip this part that we just went through. This is very important. Spending just a minute checking your suppliers can save you money, time, and a lot of customer problems down the road. So now that your AliExpress buyer account is ready to go, it is time to focus on the part that actually makes you money, right? Finding products that will sell on eBay. Listing random items and hoping that will take off is not a strategy, all right? The real win comes from working smarter and by targeting products that already show demand, that have manageable competition and offer solid profit margins. And this is where Zik Analytics becomes a game changer for your business. With tools like the Market Insights dashboard, you do not have to guess what might work. Zik shows you what's trending, what is selling right now, and where the real opportunities are. We will start by using the market research to spot AliExpress products that already have strong performance on eBay. So inside the dashboard, you will find trending niches, okay, top drop shippers, and also best selling eBay products. Then you have upcoming events and seasonal sale periods. But before we jump in, just make sure that you have the right settings in place, which is right here on the left side menu. Just click here, quick settings, and then marketplace, you choose ebay.com, and the source website, you put aliexpress.com. All right, and now these filters ensure that the data that you're seeing actually applies to your dropshipping model. Just a quick note here, there's only one thing left to do before we start, which is creating a folder. To do that, I simply have to come here, okay, on the left side menu again, and then you click here on my products, okay, and then I'll click here on create folder, and then I'll just name it AliExpress products. Okay, so why is this so important? It's quite simple actually. So every time that I find products that fit my criteria, I just simply have to save these products to this folder so that I can later upload it to my lister like in 2 clicks. And that way I just keep the whole search organized and easy to access. But don't worry, like I'm going to show you exactly how we do this in 1 second. So once everything's set, your goal is simple. You have to search for niches with a sell-through rate of at least 500% and a success rate of 50% or more. And then when you find that combination, you know that the demand is high, that it's strong and consistent. So in this case, I'm going for this niche right here in the trending eBay niches, the jacket men winter. Okay, now, wow, okay, so look at that. This is definitely a great niche. It has 602% sell-through rate and a rate of successful listings of 77%, and the total revenue of $24,699. Now, another very important aspect to analyze is the average product price right here, which is $41.98. And you know what? I love this average price because I can say that most winning products have this price range, and they will sell like hotcakes. Okay, so it's, for me, it's high enough to see big profits. Okay, now let's just analyze this niche a bit further. Now the goal here is to analyze the trends, correct? So what like styles of jackets are selling the most? Are there any specific colors or designs that dominate? You know, these details, they matter, and it's important to stay tuned into them. From what I can see here, the types of jackets that show up usually have some type of fur, okay, like padded fur. And since it's a winter niche, it completely makes sense, all right? Now I'm just going to click on a product title, like right here, okay, and open the listing on eBay. So in this case, this product has sold 27 times in the last 30 days, and it's selling for $28.68 plus $29.99 shipping, and it was added very recently because in total it has 27 sales. Okay, this listing most probably has been listed no more than like a month ago. All right, and you know, I have seen at least 3 sellers in the top 10 selling jackets similar to this one, which means that this type of jacket is really making a new trend on eBay. So now that I have a clear idea of the product, it's time to start sourcing it. And remember, the average selling price in this niche is about $42.05. So our goal is to find an exact match or something very close in style that fits within that range. And if the price is slightly higher, that's totally fine, as long as we can stay competitive with other sellers offering the same or a similar item. It's time to source the product. And how do we do it, right? Very simple. Using Zig's item finder to source the product, all I have to do is just go back here to my Zig search, okay, where we were before, and then we just click the AliExpress icon right here, okay, and boom, you can see that Zig will automatically scan AliExpress and pull up a list of suppliers where I can source the exact or similar item. It's so quick, all right? And this makes the process much easier and even reveals opportunities that would take forever to find manually. So right away, I can see this product and that Zik already broke down my whole profit for me. And now the best part, the only thing that you gotta do is to click on it and it will open the product on AliExpress. So let's do that now. So here's the product on AliExpress, okay? Now in this case, we can source it for only $14.09 plus $19.25 for shipping. So that's a total cost of $33.34. Now, since the total eBay price is $58.67, that leaves us with a profit per sale of around $15. And that is amazing, guys, because not only has a profit margin of around 25%, but it was also extremely easy to find it. And of course, this is just one example. You know, I could be showing you many more, but we actually need to move forward, and I don't want to make this video extremely long. Okay, so let's just keep moving here. All right, so like another great way to find winning AliExpress products is by using the trending eBay products section, also inside Zik's Market Insights dashboard. Now, this is one of the easiest methods to get daily winning items with almost no effort at all. You just have to open the dashboard and then you click on the trending eBay products, and then you will see a full list of items that are already selling successfully on eBay. And the nice part is that this list right here and the trending eBay products is updated every 24 hours, and it's unique to each Zik user. That means, like, so by tomorrow I will already see fresh new winning products that I can check on and add to my eBay store. Now, Zik again shows all the potential suppliers for each product, you know, which saves you like a ton of research time. All you have to do is review the list, compare prices, and choose products that match your niche and profit goals. It is, you know, a fast, reliable way to focus on items with proven demand. So in this case, I'm going with these women underwear for the example. Okay, let's just click here. All right, so it's selling for $12.37 plus $2.48 shipping. So it was sold 10 times in the last 30 days, making it a good product. Okay, I'm gonna click on the AliExpress icon again right here. Look at this, it's loading, and then you have all the sources that I could choose from. All right, I'll simply select the very first offer right here. I'm going to open it on AliExpress, okay, like that. And then, as you can see, I can source this exact product for just $3.37 plus $1.99 for shipping. So that's a total of $5.36. And since the selling price on eBay is $14.85, that leaves me with a profit per sale of around $7. Now, for me to save this product on the folder that we just created before, I just need to come right here on Zik and then you click here, save the folder. And that's literally it, okay? So a profitable product with proven demand in just a few seconds. Like, I just love how easy it is, you know? Everything's done for us, you know? I think it's really incredible. Let's move on. So another powerful way to find profitable AliExpress products is by using the trending dropshippers section, also inside the Market Insights dashboard. And this feature shows you which eBay dropshippers are performing well and what products are driving their success. Let's make into steps. So step number 1 is to identify rising dropshippers. Now, how can I identify rising dropshippers? It's quite simple. You just go here to the trending dropshippers on the bottom left and look for the flame icon. All right, so this icon means that they're growing quickly and generating strong sales, which usually signals trending high demand products. Still, don't skip the other sellers here on the list, okay? Many of them can also review solid product ideas and useful insights for your own store. In this case, I'm just gonna go with this one right here, all right? It does not have the flame on it, but let's just check for the example, okay? Step number 2 is to spot winning products, okay? So next, what we have to do is to go through, like to look through the seller's list of their best selling items and focus on products that have steady sales. And a good rule of thumb is to target items that sold at least 6 times in the last 30 days, okay? And that is a strong sign of real demand. You can simply apply the filter to show only products that meet this requirement, and this saves like a lot of time and helps you to focus on items that are already proven themselves successfully. All right, so I'm just gonna go with this car charger right here. Okay, let's see this. So on eBay it's selling for $13.78 with 6 sales in the last 30 days. Now I'm just gonna click here on the AliExpress icon, and then it's loading, and look at that, and then I can see all the possible sources. So in this case, again, I'm just gonna go with the first option just to keep it simple as possible for the video. And then you can see here that I can source the same exact product for only $5 plus $1.99 for shipping, leaving me with a total profit of around $5 per sale. So here's another product to go that's going on our folder. Okay, so since the seller clearly has good products and solid margins, the smart move is to save them to your watch list for future reference. And you can just add a note, something like good AliExpress to eBay dropshipper, or strong profit margins, and so on, so you can remember why they are worth tracking. And the goal here is to build a list of strong competitors and keep an eye on their top selling items and scan them every 2 weeks and so on, because this lets you quickly spot new winning products and add them to your own eBay store. It's like having an army of successful sellers that are doing the work for you. Now, to access your watch list, you just go here to the competitors research, and then you click watch list. Honestly, checking on these sellers regularly just makes you so much more effective with your time. All right, it's amazing. All right, and it's a great feeling to do that as well. As you can see here, finding products nowadays is easier than ever. We only covered some of Zig's tools, all right, and it already gave us multiple ways to find winning AliExpress products. So imagine if I showed you every tool and method available inside Zig. You would be blown away by how many opportunities you can uncover. A quick reminder, if this guide is giving you value, please go ahead and like the video. Hit the subscribe button for our channel. It just takes a second, but it really helps the channel grow, and also lets me keeping making more videos like this for you without charge. It's a lot of time and knowledge that I put into it, so I really appreciate that. And also, if you want to try the exact product research tools that I'm using here, you can start it with Zig Analytics today. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. You can comment in any of my videos and I'll get back to you. All right, so let's just move on to one of the most important parts of boosting your eBay sales, and it's the listing optimization. So if you want more visibility and more buyers, your titles, your descriptions, and images need to be on point. And well-optimized listings perform better in eBay's Cassini algorithm, which means that they appear higher in search results and attract more traffic. As your listings just get more views and engagement, eBay pushes even higher, creating a snowball effect that leads to more sales. The bottom line is strong optimization is essential. So make it a priority, and then you will see a clear impact on your store's performance. So let's just walk through one of the best ways to optimize your eBay title. So instead of starting completely from scratch, a smart approach is to study a competitor's listings that's already performing well. For this example, I'm going to use the car charger listings that we found earlier. So since this title is already proven to attract buyers, I'm going to use it as a base and strengthen by adding high-ranking keywords that match what shoppers are actively searching for. So this method lets you build on what's already working while boosting visibility and sales potential through data-backed improvements. And to begin with, I'm just gonna head over here to Zix Title Builder, and then I'm gonna type the core keywords for my product. So in this case, I'm gonna use car charger, okay? And then Zix Title Builder immediately displays valuable insights that can help you create a powerful data-driven eBay title, such as long-tail keywords, so more like targeted phrases that attract specific buyers. And then you have also the short-tail keywords, which are broader terms with larger search volume. And then you have all this information here: search volume, competition, and sales data. Like, these are just key metrics that reveal which keywords perform best, okay? So basically with this information, there is no guesswork, okay? You can build titles designed to rank higher and stand out in eBay's search results. And how I refine the title is quite easy. Here's the process. Here's how I do it, all right? I basically take the title. I copy the titles, the competitors' titles from eBay, and then I paste it into Zix Auto Title Builder. And then what I do is I just remove all the brand names, like the extra punctuations, like repeated words, all that stuff. And I replace weaker terms with stronger, high-performing keywords identified by the title builder. Just make sure that the title stays within eBay's 80-character limit. So, all right, so I'll start by copying my competitor's title right here, and then I'm going to place it the title builder bar, and right away I notice that the title uses only 74 characters, and it's already packed with strong, relevant keywords. And this means that we only have room to add a short keyword, ideally 5 characters or less. Sometimes you will come across titles like this one that is like, it's already optimized, and the options are quite limited. In those cases, the best move is simply to add one powerful keyword that just enhances the title without disrupting its structure. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the word plug. All right, and why is that? Because it fits naturally and it makes perfect sense for a product, for this product, and also brings our title up to 79 characters. So slightly more than our competitor, while also adding a keyword that he doesn't have. All right, and that can help us rank higher in search results. The optimized title would look like something like this, okay? So like car charger socket, PD3, like the specifications, and then at the end you say switch plug. All right. Now, the goal of a strong eBay title is simple. You just have to keep it clear, packed with relevant keywords, and aligned with what buyers are actually searching for. So instead of guessing, Zix Title Builder gives you data-backed suggestions to help you choose the right words. And by using this tool, you can create titles that boost visibility, that attract more clicks, and also convert more shoppers into buyers. And once my optimized title is ready, the next step is creating a strong product description, and for that I use ChatGPT. Here's the simple process that I follow to generate like a clear, engaging descriptions that just stand out. You just go to chatgpt.com, all right, and then you paste this prompt into the chat. It's a prompt that I always use. I'm an eBay seller and I want to rephrase a product description. In the rephrased version, keep the core details while improving the flow and wording. Here's the product title for context, followed by the description I need you to rewrite. Okay, basically that's it. I just go back here to AliExpress, to the listing, and then what I do is I just copy both the title and the description, and then I paste directly after the prompt, and then that's it. And just like that, as you can see here, in seconds, ChatGPT generates a polished, professional-looking description that highlights the product clearly and effectively, making it perfect for attracting buyers and boosting conversions. And then from here, I simply copy the improvised description, and then I paste into my eBay listing or product monitor and so on. So this method makes writing high quality descriptions fast, effortless and incredibly reliable. Before listing any of like the AliExpress products, you need business policies that match how AliExpress works, and these policies control your payments, shipping and returns, and having them set up correctly saves you so much time and keeps all your listings consistent. And to get started, you basically just go to your eBay account settings and then you click business policies on the left menu. All right, and once you do that, you will create 3 main policies. You create payment policy, shipping policy, and return policy. So the payment policy is quite simple. Let's just set up your payment policy first. Since eBay now manages payments directly, this part is quite simple. You just click here, create policy, and choose payment. And then you name it something clear, like for example, AliExpress payment, all right? And then you check here, required immediate payment when buyer uses buy it now. All right, then you save it, and that's it. That's your payment settings. It's done. All right, so having this in place keeps your orders clean and it helps avoid unpaid items. So now let's create a shipping policy that reflects AliExpress delivery times. You click here, create policy, choose shipping, and then you name like AliExpress shipping policy, for example. Okay, and then under domestic shipping, you select flat, same cost to all buyers, and then you click here, add shipping service, and choose this one right here, the economy shipping, all right, 11 to 23 business days. If you know certain AliExpress suppliers deliver fast, you can adjust this to 8 to 15 days or create a separate policy for that. Look, only offer free shipping if your supplier covers the shipping or if you have added the cost into your price. For international shipping, you just add standard shipping from Greater China to worldwide. So that's 7 to 19 days. And handling time, set it up to 3 business days. All right, always check the AliExpress seller information first, because some suppliers process orders slower. And then exclude locations, okay? You can exclude Asia or any regions that may cause issues with AliExpress shipping. And then after that, click save, and then that's it. You finalized your shipping policy. Let's talk about return policy. AliExpress return terms vary by seller. So your eBay return policy needs to set clear expectations. Okay, so go back to businesses policies and then click here, create policy, and then you click here, choose return. All right, and then you name it AliExpress return policy. Okay, all right. If some products require different windows, like 15 or 60 days, you can create additional policies. Okay, under domestic returns, choose 30 days as the return period. Select free returns, and then seller pays if your AliExpress seller supports that. Okay, if not, you have to choose buyer pays. All right, make sure to know that. Then you set the refund method to money back. For international returns, enable them and also match the same settings as the domestic. And then you click save to complete your return policy. And once your payment, shipping, and return policies are ready, every AliExpress product you list will follow the same setup. And this keeps your store organized, improves the buyer experience, and also makes your workflow much smoother. Okay, now let's say after you've done the product research and optimized your listings, your first sale comes in, and now it's time to fulfill the order. Right now, you can fulfill orders automatically using tools like AutoDS, or you can do manually. If you are just getting started and you want to fulfill orders yourself, here's how to do it on AliExpress. Okay, so you go to aliexpress.com first and search for the exact product your buyer purchased. Okay, and then you add the item to your cart, and then you go to checkout and click add new address. All right, this is important. Here you enter your buyer's shipping details exactly as they appear on the eBay order. And then you choose your payment method. Okay, just double check everything, please, like the address, payment, shipping option, and product details. And once everything's checked, you place order, and AliExpress will ship it directly to your customer. Okay. This manual method is simple and it's just perfect for beginners. Once your store grows and you start getting more orders, switching to automation tools that can help you scale and order the products automatically for you is a great option. But for now, this approach is good for beginners, and also it gets the job done and helps you learn the process confidently, you know. Okay, so don't go anywhere, because now let's talk about returns, because handling returns is a normal part of selling online, and eventually you will have a buyer who wants to send an item back. What matters is knowing how to manage the process smoothly. In many cases, the first thing that you should do is to communicate with AliExpress seller once you received a return request on eBay, because most AliExpress products are low cost and many sellers prefer to refund you without asking for the item back. Since providing a prepaid return label is often more expensive for them, if the item your buyer wants to return is inexpensive, a common approach is to refund your buyer first, then contact AliExpress seller to request a refund on your end. Now, let me show you how to request a prepaid return label from AliExpress when the seller does require the item to be sent back. Okay, you will send this label to your eBay buyer and they will ship the product back for free, and once the seller receives it, you will get refunded, and then you can finalize the refund for your buyer. So how to request a return label on AliExpress. All right, so you have to log in to your AliExpress account, and then you go to My Orders, and then you find the order that you want to return and click here, Open Dispute. All right, choose return goods, okay, and then submit the dispute details. So you have to provide the following, like delivery status, whether you received the product or not, reason for return, application type, like refund or replacement, right? The refund amount actually, it must match what you paid for the product, okay? And then photos and videos, especially if the item is defective or broken or not as described. You know, if needed, you can request these details from your eBay buyer as well. Okay, so what happens next once you open the dispute is that AliExpress seller has 5 days to respond. If they approve the return, they will provide a free return label. If they decline, you can escalate the dispute to AliExpress. You know, in many cases, like especially for the cheaper items, the sellers will refund without requiring a return, really. And if a return label is issued, the seller will inspect the item once it arrives, and then if everything is okay, the refund is processed. Look, refunds typically take up to 10 business days to be credited back to your original payment method. All right. All right, guys, so we're getting close to the end of the video. Just one more topic to cover, and I hope that you are finding this guide helpful. I know it's a lot of information. All right, before we move on, just make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you can keep getting valuable insights and updates about the market. So let's just jump into the final topic, okay? So most eBay sellers work hard on product research and pricing, but even great listings won't sell if buyers never see them. And that's why promoted listings is so important, okay? Instead of relying only on organic search results, this tool boosts your visibility by placing your listings higher in the eBay searches, right where shoppers are most active. And since you only pay when the promoted items actually sells, it's a budget-friendly way to increase exposure without wasting money. If you want more traffic and more sales, this strategy should be the one you're using. So how to set it up, okay? All right, let's do this together. Go to your eBay Seller Hub, and then you click here, Listings, all right? And then you open all filters, and you choose Promoted Listings. Then you select Promoted Listings Eligible, all right? Then you click Select All right? And then choose Sell Faster, and then click Promote. Then you have to turn on the first option, select your campaign, and then you set your ad rate to 3% or more, depending on your average product profitability, right? And you're only charged when the product sells. And since AliExpress sourcing gives you like higher profit margins, you can raise the ad rate if you want even more visibility without hurting profits, okay? So after this, your listings instantly becomes easier to find and more likely to convert into sales. Like promoted listings is one of the simplest ways to scale your store faster and compete in busy categories. And the thing is, if you want a deeper breakdown of how promoted listings works and how to fully optimize it, just check out this video here. I'm going to put the video link also in the description. Now, before we end this video, I just want to make sure that I answer some of the most frequently asked questions in our community when it comes to AliExpress. So here they are. Okay, so Global Current One is asking, what if customer complained that he ordered on eBay and received the item from AliExpress? Well, this is exactly the cool thing about AliExpress. They never used branded boxes to ship their products, which is super dropshipping friendly. So there is no worries there at all. And from my experience, even if a package arrives with AliExpress markings or signs or whatever in it, which is very, very, very rare, as long as the product has good quality and arrives within the promised time, buyers won't complain about it. Okay, so the next question that we have here is from Have a Nice Day 1955, and says, I constantly use AliExpress, but the packages sometimes arrive crushed. Any advice? Well, in this case, I would say that there can be many factors involved, but the best solution here is to first check which courier that they're using, that they're going to use, and most importantly, the seller's rating, because 1 or 2 times it can happen, but if something like constantly, you will be able to read it on the product reviews. Plus, during the checkout phase, you can add message to the seller asking them to carefully package the product with extra bubble wrap if needed, right? So Grey Dodo is writing, oh my God, I was just thinking to find a video for this. Is this working for UK too? Yes, absolutely. And the other huge factor when it comes down to AliExpress is that most of the sellers send their products to every corner of the world. Of course, you always have to check if that specific product can be shipped for all the locations that you desired, okay? Then I have another one, Zenzarnat, I apologize if I couldn't pronounce it correctly, is asking, does eBay accept AliExpress tracking? And the answer is yes. eBay accepts at least 95% of the tracking numbers provided by AliExpress. The thing that you have to be most careful about is to not go against their shipping location policy. So for sellers with high sales from AliExpress, I would use an automation tool where you can, just set it in a way that every time a tracking number is provided, it will tell eBay that it came from only one place. If eBay starts seeing that that your items are being sent from multiple different locations, eBay might add limitations on the eBay seller account, all right? But other than that, you're fine. All right, guys, I really love to see all of you interested in starting AliExpress to eBay dropshipping. Like, let me know if you have any other questions, and we'll definitely do something like this at the end of each video, just like to clarify your biggest questions and concerns. I think this is something I actually enjoy doing it, and we can do more often, right? So basically, we have covered a lot in this video, but if you stayed here with me until now, you're already ahead of most sellers. You now know how to set up your AliExpress account, find reliable suppliers, use Zik Analytics to pick winning products, optimize your titles and descriptions, set strong business policies, fulfill orders with confidence, handle returns like a pro, and also boost your visibility with promoted listings. At this point, the only thing standing between you and a profitable AliExpress to eBay business is action. So do not let this just be like another video that you watch and forget. Pick one method from today, Find a few products, list them, and start getting the real experience. Like, this is how you build momentum. And remember that every successful store that you see out there started with like a first product, with a first listing, with a first sale. You now have a full blueprint. Use it, test it, prove it, keep going. All right. Thank you so much for watching this full video guide. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you next time.